It says I'm live right now. Now I'm live. And there should be a stream actually going to it. Okay. I was like prepped live. You know what I mean? Like it was gonna be on soon. So you should be able to hear me. Yep. So that's what you're hearing. So that's what Alex is hearing. Right. Find that now. Turn on your volume. Be obnoxious. So make sure you're there. Please like and subscribe, but mostly subscribe. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So Mr. Schaefer subscribed,
I've been subscribed.
which is a problem now. Now they know I make these videos and they can watch what I do to you guys in class. Yikes. There's evidence.
Yeah, you got 3 dislikes and 1 like.
Yeah, I know. Sucks to suck. So, but anyway, subscribe. Get yourself subscribed. That way you get a notification. Click that bell, right? Click that bell. Get a notification when I go live. Because here's the thing. Ideally, and I don't know how this is going to work, okay? Because again, I'm just running the show right now. Ideally, how this will work is if we don't have to have class at 10 o'clock, we could have it a little bit later, right? The problem with that is that if every other teacher's like, we're going to run on the bell schedule, then whoever doesn't have my class at 10 will kind of be screwed,
You're
right?
going to have to talk louder and louder because then that's
Exactly,
louder.
yeah.
That was your 100th subscriber.
Oh, that's amazing. For my 100th subscriber, I give you this. You win a pencil.
Who liked it?
Dislike.
Cherish it. All right, so, whoa! All right, so, I love this. You ever seen the Talking Carl video? I'll show you the Talking Carl. Remind me of that, Talking Carl. All right, so everybody's in? Awesome. Can you leave a comment?
Finish it.
Yeah.
That would be great. Hopefully it's your school email that you're logged in with, right? Everybody is, so I should be able to identify who you are. That's excellent. Have to create a what? To leave a comment? Okay, here's what we're going to do instead. Awesome. This is why we do this stuff. Don't leave a comment on YouTube. I'm going to go off live now, okay? Here's what we're going to do. I love you all.
Where's my support? To create a channel, you just have to pay like $2.
Yeah, but it's not. All right, so go to Google Classroom now. Let me change my display settings so you can see what I'm working with here.
Whoa.
All right, so get to Google Classroom. Do that now. Here's what you're going to do. And I'm guessing what's going to happen. Again, no administrators told me what we're doing. We're waiting to figure that out. They haven't even said we're going to cancel school. I just like to be proactive. It's the last day of the quarter. We got nothing better to do, right? So, no. So here's what we're going to do. Go on Google Classroom. If you're not signed in, what are you doing with your life?
What happened to SpongeBob?
Here's the code. Tom Kenny died. Or not Tom Kenny. Who's the writer? No.
Who's who?
The writer of SpongeBob. Oh my God.
Oh,
why
he's
can't I
been
think of
dead.
this?
What are you talking
He's
about?
been dead, yeah. That's what happened to SpongeBob.
That boy got capped. You know what? I'll watch SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's great. First 5 seasons are dope. All right, so that looks like one of my K's. This is an H. So I'm gonna get rid of that off the screen. If you haven't logged in, no one will judge you, okay? But please sign up. It'll help you do reflections. Yeah, big yikes.
I'm on my phone.
Adorable. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. If I am gonna do a live stream on a certain day, so like let's pretend it's Friday and I want to get you in the live stream.
She was Friday.
Andre, knock it off. So I like how you turned it down instead of turning it off. That was respectful. Like, oh, sorry, too loud. Yeah, that was the problem. All right. Wow. Respect. All right. So what I'll do is I'll upload the link to the stream, right? And then I will be like, hey, let's do YouTube test check-in, right? Check-in. All right. And the secret word that I want you to comment that'll leave your name will be Corona 2020. How about that? That's today's. So what you're gonna do is go on YouTube and you're gonna post on here a comment, and you can write Corona 2020. Honestly, you can write whatever you want as long as I know it's you. I don't care about attendance so much with these things because like I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. You can watch it in your own time, right? But the school is gonna demand guaranteed that you check in for every class. That way you can give you credit for attending, right? So here's how I'll take attendance, basically, right? You'll go on here and you'll leave a comment with your name at the beginning of class, right? The key is the beginning of class because it's gonna timestamp when you comment, right? And that's how I'll know you were there at that time, right? Don't be like, I'm gonna leave it 12 days later. That won't do any good because I'll know you posted it 12 days later, right? So somebody leave a comment.
Log in and leave.
Well, then that won't be very good for you.
Classroom?
Yeah, leave a comment on Google Classroom. So I'll post the video that we're doing that day, right? The link to the stream. And before you click the stream, you can leave a comment down here to check in. Does that make sense for attendance? So if this were Friday during the Corona scare, right? You would go to here and you'd leave a comment like Landry just did, okay? With the secret word. Or something else, I really don't care, right? First hour said we should have secret words. So you'll do this, and then I'll know that you checked in at 10:03, right? And I know you're there for class. Then you'll click the link to go to the live stream, and then we'll start class once I think everybody's there or the time to start class has started, right? That's the plan. If you have questions while we're doing the live stream, you should be able to leave comments on the YouTube video. I'm probably going to appoint some people to be moderators to moderate the chat, not just to ban people when they're being ridiculous, okay? Right? But also to kind of coalesce questions. So if I've got 20 people that are asking a question and I'm too busy doing whatever, right, teaching, I'm not looking at the comments, at home I'll have like 12 screens up. You've seen my computers on Instagram, right? I've got like 12 screens, right? So I'll have a screen of comments, but if I'm missing it, I'll have my moderators be like, hey, we got a bunch of questions about this specific thing, and they'll be good to go. Also, they'll make sure that we don't just flood the chat with like stupid spam, right? If you do that, I will kick you out of class, right? And it will count against your grade, right? Because then you're not in attendance anymore, right? Do we see how that works, right? So do that, have all the fun you want for 5 seconds, and then we'll ban you, right? So
That's my one goal.
So that's what we're gonna do. I get notifications on my phone when you log in or leave a comment on Google Classroom, so that'll be fun. Getting constant buzzing. Yeah, I mean it's right there, right? So that will be the plan. Okay, you'll sign in here for attendance purposes. You'll click the link to go to the stream. If you have questions, you'll leave them in Google Comments, right? Actually, wait, you left a comment, right, on Google Classroom, or on the YouTube page, right? But you couldn't, because it asked you to make a channel. Okay, if you want to leave a comment, you probably should make a channel. That kind of sucks, but it's super easy to do.
Just use your school account.
School account, yeah, you can make a YouTube channel with your school account. That's possible. Okay.
Nelk Boys, baby. From the season. You
That'll
know
be
Nelk
fun.
Boys? You should watch them. It's like hard.
Oh, I know what you're talking about,
You would
right?
love them.
Yeah, I got a cowboy hat.
I don't think so.
No? Who are you talking about?
The Nelk Boys.
Okay, I don't know who you're talking about.
They lived in Kansas.
You would love
They just party and make pranks.
One guy with like the cowboy hat, not right? He doesn't wear like the red cowboy hat. The Calgary Flames fans.
No, they're
Canucks.
yeah that.
Oh, interesting. I'll check them out. They must be new. I've never heard of
There's
them.
someone new.
Never heard
They
of
just
them.
do public pranks and stuff. And
That's cool. Yeah, rest in peace hockey season. Suspended.
Who
Right?
cares?
Oh, this guy does. All right, back-to-back championships, man.
Delmar.
So, questions on that plan and how it's gonna work.
They have a
Does that make
coronavirus.
sense? Is that simple enough?
coming out on Monday.
Okay, I feel like I'm overestimating your ability to click a link
So funny.
and type it and hit enter. Okay, no. Get that out of here. Yeah, Corona. All right. So,
Peyton, put him in quarantine.
cool. So that'll be the plan. Sign in here, and then get on the live stream, and then watch the class. If I have assignments, I'll post them on Classroom. So if we have a packet that's going to be helpful to go through, I'll have that on there. If you want to turn something in, you can write it all down if you don't have a printer, and then screenshot it, and then send it to me, whatever you want to do. Do you know how to post grades or like turn stuff in on Classroom? Yeah. You do? Like actual assignments? Okay, cool. Right. So I won't go over that with you guys. Are you good with that, Jess? You know what's going on there? Okay, awesome. All right. Then I won't go over that with you guys, but that'll be the plan. If I have any handmade notes or whatever, I'll put them up on Classroom as well. That's where we'll have our central hub, and that'll be the plan. You feel like that covers pretty much everything? Okay. Yeah. For SAT prep, I'll talk with the math department about that. I'd like to, If I'm able to, I will. If not, there's plenty of videos on YouTube already that are SAT. You know what I mean? Like with me versus some other dude, it doesn't matter. No. I mean, you like me, right? But like, we'll see. Right? In theory. Okay. No comment. But yeah, that'll be the plan.
Our secret should have been blue stuff.
Wow. You got the whole gang left. Wow. All right. So, exactly.
The SpongeBob.
So, that was your phone case. All right. So, it's just your style, man. Red's your color.
You got
Red.
Stars. What do you think? Or is that not it? What happened to the red stars one?
Got rid of it.
When?
It was all scratched.
When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? What are you talking about? You gotta ask me. Wow, what kind of phone case was it for? You still got it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, your old one? Oh no, you don't have an iPhone. Hook your boy up. Look at this case, it's falling apart. Okay?
Hey Mac, I got an Isaiah Thomas.
Recycle. Oh my god, don't do it.
Is that an iPhone 6?
I think it is, yeah.
I got a LeBron case too.
The LeBron case?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Do you not know who LeBron is?
I know who LeBron is. He makes cases.
No, there's a phone case with him on it.
Cool.
If it's an iPhone 6. What? No basic.
Alright, so that'll be the plan.
Yeah,
Get
baby.
everybody subscribe and hit the notification bell so they get notifications when the live stream starts. Awesome. In a perfect world, we would start class later. Like my first hour, I wouldn't want to make them be here at 8, right? Because you guys should just get to sleep in. If the school decides to do regular bell schedules, right? Listen to me, listen to me. I know. But I'm not charged. Okay? Right. I know you guys can go sign in and then go doze off, right? That's fine. I personally don't care because the grade you're going to get for attendance is going to be way less than the grade for quizzes, right? So
We're gonna have to take
personally, I
quizzes.
don't care, right? Okay? But the school's going to care. So ideally, I'd like to encourage you guys to show up to my class. And I know if it's at 8 o'clock or whatever, you're probably not going to be there. So ideally, I'd like to do all geometry at the same time at some point later in the day. But here's the problem. If I choose to do it at like noon, anybody that has a class at noon that is not my class, right, and the other teacher's running on the bell schedule, right, won't be able to attend that. Does that make sense? So if I can get everybody on board with some kind of something like that, which is going to be way too hard to do, right, it's not going to happen, right, nobody's going to be able to decide on this. We're going to probably run on the bell schedule, right, but if I can find a way to make that work for you guys, I will. Worst case scenario is you sign in, go back to sleep, and then watch the video, right? That's worst case scenario. But probably what I'll have to do, both for my job, because they're going to want me to do this, right, and for you guys, is I'm going to have to do a live stream for every single class, which is going to be a giant waste of time. Now, if you think that's a giant waste of time, it's stupid. Think about all of you guys that come in to review with me, and I literally do the same review I recorded in class the first time, right? So you can't have your cake and eat it too, right? If you think that's dumb, then you should think it's really dumb that you guys come in and spend time with me instead of just watching the review. However, I know none of you are going to do it, right? You're all going to come see me and ask, I need questions, right? And at the same time say, e-learning is going to be great. But yet say, well, I can't watch the video normally because I need the teacher there to help, right? So e-learning is not going to be everything it's cracked up to be. It's not going to be the best thing in the world, but it's not going to be so bad because I'm going to have this stuff, okay? It's going to be okay.
Nobody's gonna watch.
It's going to be okay. I don't care. I'm going to give the same quizzes. It's the same thing just like class, right? That's not my problem. That is not my problem. In fact, it's even less my problem now because if e-learning you're not watching, I literally can do nothing about it. I love it. It's great, right? It's free will, and literally no one could possibly blame me, even though they'll find a way to, right? Everyone does. That's how kids work, right? It's somehow my fault every time. And it's because I gave you free will. Whoa.
It is your fault.
SpongeBob live stream every Friday.
It stinks.
Oh, whatever. I'm ending the stream.
No.
Alright, so that's that on that. That's all I got for you guys today. Here's the thing. I've talked to Autumn about this. Are there any other juniors in this class other than Autumn? Okay, I think I have 2 juniors. I think it's guitar and you. I've got a couple seniors, but I'm not worried about them because they don't have to take the SAT. Because SAT is coming up and PSAT and all that stuff for sophomores, right? Freshmen, no one cares about you. There's some geometry questions on that test of stuff that we haven't got to yet, which is silly because, like, ideally, the way you would teach that stuff is like right at the end of the year when everything is all coming together, right? And that's when it makes the most sense to teach it. However, because testing happens in March or whenever, right, we have to teach it earlier. Now, here's the thing. It's super simple. Autumn, let me talk to you about this, okay? And for PSAT people, so sophomores, right? The thing that I want to skip over and do later, I think, and I haven't decided yet, is quadrilateral. So we learned about triangles, right? Why is a triangle called a triangle? 3 angles, thank you. Now quadrilateral, lateral means side, like a lateral pass in football, right? Side, and quadra means 4, okay? So quadrilateral means 4 sides. So we haven't talked about these yet. But if I do this, what do you see? 2 triangles. Have we talked about triangles? Everything breaks down to triangles. So if you can do triangles really well, and oh my God, can you guys do triangles well? Compared to the rest of this country, oh my God, you are, yeah. Are you kidding me? You are masters of triangles, okay? You can prove stuff about quadrilaterals. It's very easy to do. So if I know that these 2 angles are the same, and these 2 sides are the same, right? I know this is a shared side, so I get that for free. Are the 2 triangles congruent?
Not yet.
We don't know. It's asked, right? And we don't have a 90-degree angle. So we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So we're not able to say that this is necessarily going to be equal here and here, right? So we don't know that. But if we had different information, like, I don't know, another angle in here, are the triangles congruent? By angle, angle, side, right? So if you know that information, you know that this is congruent to this, and this will be congruent to this, right? What we have here is a parallelogram. And we'll talk about the classification of that very briefly, okay? My basic geometry is going through this first because they're mostly juniors, right? And they don't do the proofs. So it makes more sense to do it next. So if you're worried about PSAT prep or SAT prep, I'll give you the basic geometry stuff that they're doing, okay? And I'll catch you up. It's super easy. You guys are masters of triangles, okay? You'll be fine for geometry questions on the SAT. You really will. It's not hard, okay? What I want to do next is either go into circles or trigonometry, okay? Since it is Pi Day tomorrow, I want to talk about pi for a second. Also, if it's not a bad idea with coronavirus to have a giant pizza party next week, right? Let's get everyone together and all share food, right? Yeah, you know, right? I'd like to celebrate Pi Day with pizza pie next Friday. You guys would have to buy the pizza. I can't. I literally have no, guys, I had no money yesterday. None. Absolutely none. I spent my last $2 on a soda to keep me alive.
Awesome.
Seriously. But now I have money because I have a paycheck. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about pi. So pi is an irrational number, right? And it's irrational because it goes on forever with no pattern. 3.1415 blah, 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 right? And there's no pattern to it, which means there's no good way to represent it other than with a symbol, which is why we do, right? So there are 2 scenarios in life when it comes to getting answers. Scenario 1, I need an exact answer. Oh my God, our lives depend on it. And scenario 2, you can estimate, right? So scenario 1, you need an exact answer. Will you ever get an exact answer here? You will always have to round. So what's the exact answer? Writing pi. If your answer is pi, right, the exact answer is, the answer was pi, right? Scenario 2 was, you can round, I don't care. What if I asked you to round to the first 100 decimal places? Could you do that on a calculator? No, you'd run out of space. But you could in theory, right, if you had a calculator tabs over, right? That takes a lot of work, doesn't it? So if an estimate works, wouldn't an exact answer be even better? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I only need you to round the first 3 decimal places. Great. How about I round to none of them? There is no case in the entire universe where you would ever need to round 3.14. Ever. Ever. Ever, 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 right? You need an exact answer? Write pi. You need an estimated answer? Great, I'll give you better than that. You see what I'm saying? I don't make you do that because I think it's more work. You have to type into a calculator and then you have to round. I don't want to grade those skills, so I don't ask for them. And in real life math, when you get older, and now, because I'm starting it now, no one ever asks you to round this nonsense. What's 2 times pi?
2. 6.
2 pi. 2 pi. That's it. What's pi divided by 12?
Over 12.
It's exact, and it doesn't require a calculator to do. That's math, right? So don't touch pi. Just leave it alone. This is true for any irrational number. We're going to get into something called trigonometry that's going to have a lot of irrational numbers, okay? Really weird ratios. You're not going to plug them into a calculator. It's going to be this weird expression, okay? Like pretend, again, pi is the only number you really know, so I'm using pi. What's 2 pi minus 12? That's as good as you can get it, right? Your answers are going to look a lot like this, okay? So, while we are getting into number math, right? Most of the time we're doing proofs, no numbers required, right? We're still not going to use calculators. Not because I'm mean, but because it's literally less work. And your answer is correct, because 100%. There's no estimation here, right? So, you're going to be home on coronavirus and be like, I'm going to use a calculator, But that's just as smart as being like, quiz 1, I got to prove triangles congruent. Well, I brought my calculator. What are you going to use it for, right? You're not. So, don't use it. First of all, I'll know, because you'll be like, okay, 6.28 minus 12 is negative 6. Like, you did a calculator to figure that out, right? You definitely did, especially if you round to like 10 decimal places, okay? Or you could just circle it. So give me this, the exact answer. Don't screw around with it. So we're going to do trigonometry. It's going to be number math, but it's going to be a lot of leaving the numbers alone, okay? It's going to be fine. You're going to get a bit of a big expression. You're just going to circle it. The other thing I want to get into is circles, because circles are intimately related to triangles. I know it doesn't seem like it is, but they are. And in order to explain trigonometry, I want you to know a little bit about circles. It's a little bit unorthodox how I'm teaching it, but because I teach for understanding and not just, hey, trust me, this is a thing, right? I think it's essential, which is why I'm going to skip these guys and come back to them later when we know more about triangles, everything there is to know, and everything there is to know about circles, so we can put these guys inside circles. Ooh. Inscribed quadrilateral. So that's the plan, okay? I think you guys are going to be fine when it comes to my class. I can't guarantee the rest. What's a YouTube, right? You know, and they start the live stream, it's just a close-up of their face. You know, yeah, it'll happen, okay? Be nice to them. I've been doing this for a long time, and it used to be like something I did professionally for like bands and stuff, okay?
You should print out a paper of your face and put it right in front of the screen.
Perfect, and then I can like hit snooze and be like, just hit a recording. That's what I should do. I record the first class, and then I just upload the video as if it were live to be streamed live to all my other classes, and I just go to bed.
Yeah,
Big brain play. Why is Mr. Mag not answering our questions? Because he hates us. Could be true, right? Seems like a legit alibi. He's there, he just is mad.
You just say I'm not answering questions.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not answering a question. Beginning of the screen. Every time. Genius. It's like 6 o'clock at night, and like I'm live streaming and it's bright outside. And you're like, where is this man?
Trying to send the late thing.
On vacation. What?
On vacation.
Yeah. You got your name? Good.
Yeah.
Yo,
I go to the printer.
you may.
Can I get a drink?
What do you want?
You took my question.
Ooh.
Now it's come to.
Where's my phone case, Eric? What do you want, Autumn?
Alright, bye. See you,
Ben?
dude. Yes. They paid.
You're not gonna throw it? Why not? It's because you're afraid of hitting Ellie and what she'll do to you if you hit her? Because she will. That's right.
Are you sure that? What is that? Is that what you mean by talking, Carl? What's
Yeah, oh yeah, let's watch Talking Carl.
That's so
Wait,
funny.
where's the restroom?
Yes, you may. I don't think you want to miss Talking Carl. Oh, I am live.